So if you're looking to make your own computer by scratch and looking for the right part, you came to the right video. Now I'm going to be going over how to select the correct parts for your build. Just to explain the basics of this video, I'm not going for any sort of budget build or anything like that. In fact, I'm actually going to be using parts I currently use right now. So let's go ahead and get started. So make your way over to pcpartpicker.com, link in the description if you need that. And first step, start your build. Now you're going to see CPU cooler, motherboard, memory, which is your RAM, storage, video card, which is your graphics card, case, power supply, operating system, and monitor, and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to go over that. I'm only going over the power supply and everything mandatory for the computer itself. So for me, because I'm on AMD, I'm going to choose a CPU and find AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. I have that current CPU. It's been working perfectly fine for the last 2 years, so I would highly recommend it. It also comes with a CPU cooler with the CPU, so we could skip CPU cooler for this one. Unless if you want to go into here and get a better CPU cooler, you could look over. There's a lot of different choices. So just for me, I'm going to skip this section. Moving down to the motherboard, this is going to give you everything that is compatible with your CPU. So we could go ahead and choose whatever we want. Let's do MSI B550 Gaming Gen 3. We'll go ahead and add that. And as you can see, it also adds the price and the total down below. Going over to the RAM, we're going to look for a 32 gigabyte. So let's do the Corsair Vengeance. That's well known. We'll go ahead and add that. So let's go into the storage tab right now. We're gonna just select anything that would apply to me. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in there. So that'll be our NVMe drive. All right, next up, we're gonna go into the video card and we're gonna find something reasonable. So let's look for a 3060 or something better. Let's say, actually, let's go for 4060. So we found a gigabyte WindForce overclocked edition of the RTX 4060 right here. It has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. This is its clock speed right here. This also shows you how big the GPU is. And here's the price over here, $300, which is actually excellent for the 4060. Now, case-wise, this is going to be matching up your motherboard, your GPU, and your CPU. This is going to be matching with your motherboard and your graphics card and your power supply. So make sure you select your motherboard and your graphics card first before you go into your case to not run into any problems. So let's go into the case section again. Let's go ahead and add the NZXT H5 Flow, which I actually have that one as well. And your last but not least, most important part on this entire list will be your power supply. So let's go ahead in there and let's look for, just to be safe, 750 watt or higher. I have experience with Corsair power supplies, so I'm going to be trustworthy and add this one. So once you have this list, you could go ahead, scroll down, and you're going to see your total, $929. Now this could be different for you because different retails, different models, etc. Also, whenever you're done making your PC part picker list, you could copy and paste this link and send this to your friend or family member or customer, whatever it may be. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the important part. This shows you everything what your motherboard supports, your memory slot, what expansion slot your graphics card is capable with, so on and so forth. Now if we scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, it'll show your part list price history. And all of them are color-coded to their price over the last couple months. There will be some compatibility notes under the total down here. If something is not compatible, it will tell you to switch it out for a different product. Now, if you want to look for different kind of builds that other people have made, you could go into completed builds right here. They have pictures of the builds, what items are in their computer and whatnot. They also may or may not have a description of what it is. So let's go ahead, click on a random one. Let's go on the 7600X right here. So we're gonna go ahead, click on this. They have their description, perfect build for 1440p. So if you're looking for a 1440p gaming setup, this would be an example of one. You can go on view full price breakdown, that'll click it, and this will show you their list of what they have, what their total was, what their shipping is, mail-in rebates, so on and so forth. This is all of their parts right here. Whenever they built it, their CPU clock rate, and the date published, which is actually today, the day of filming. But with that being said, I hope you guys found this somewhat helpful. If I could go more in depth, I would. If you have any advice for me to go more in depth, I definitely will in a future video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.